Hello everyone, I'm the Average Game Enjoyer and welcome to the last Mario video before the release of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Today I'll be ranking the mainline Mario games. I'll rank them based on how I feel about them, so no objectivity here since we all know
I'm never wrong. I thought I was wrong one time, but I was wrong.
Let's get started. First of all, there are some of these games that I feel I haven't played enough to be able to rank, so let's get them out of the way first. First off, Bowser's Fury. I've actually done a separate video on this game, so if you're interested in that, feel free to check it out after this video. I'll have that linked in the description. I actually enjoy this game quite a lot, and that's primarily thanks to the music. If you're in a bad mood at some point in the future, just pop in this game, and you'll feel better in no time. While I do enjoy the linear 3D Mario games like 3D World and 3D Land, I do like the open 3D games better. That's what's great with this game. It's a mix of the two. And it's also full of cats, so let's put Bowser's Fury on top of B. This game had all the great stuff from Mario Galaxy 1 and more, like for example the inclusion of Yoshi. But there are some things keeping it back from S tier, like for example the story. It's just the typical Peach gets kidnapped, go save her. They also went back to the world map instead of having a more open space like the Comet Observatory from Galaxy 1. It's not quite an S, but it's at A. I don't know if Luigi games counts as Mario games, but this list apparently does, so let's not change anything. New Super Luigi U was released back in 2013 during the year of Luigi. It was also released at a time where New Super Mario Bros. Games was released very rapidly, and started becoming uninspired and boring. New Super Luigi U fixes some of those problems. You only have 100 seconds to complete each level. Therefore, the level designers had to be more creative and make more interesting levels. This earns the game a spot right behind Bowser's Fury. The Mario and Luigi series is one of my favorites in the whole Mario franchise. Bowser's Inside Story is the longest in the series and has the most unique interesting characters. This game was also the first in the series that introduced giant battles, which continued in some form in the later games. I'm also pretty sure this is the objectively most popular in the series. A tier. Luigi's Mansion was a launch title for the Nintendo GameCube back in 2001, and it started a whole new game series. It's a pretty short game, but with an interesting story. Luigi wins a mansion in a contest he never entered, and Mario goes to check it out. But then Mario is kidnapped, and Luigi has to save him. It also has a spooky atmosphere, perfect for a game releasing half a month after Halloween. B tier. Super Mario Land 2 has interesting level design and unique enemies, and it had Bunny Mario, which never made an appearance in any other game. This game also helped kids keep sane during long car rides back in the 90s, when dinosaurs still roamed. Well, at least I think they did. I don't know, I was born after 2000. Anyway, this game is a C tier. Super Mario Land is also a good game. Nintendo hadn't quite perfected how to make games for the Game Boy yet, so it's more simple than its sequel. So let's put it behind its sequel. This game is actually a bit confusing considering New Super Mario Bros. Wii was released in between the first one and this one. It's an okay New Super Mario Bros. Game, but it's my least favorite in the series. Almost can't remember any of the stages off the top of my head. But it brought back Tanuki Mario from Super Mario Bros. 3, so that was pretty cool. C tier. I can still remember the anticipation for this game. And finally, November 18th, the release date in Europe, I ran home from school, and when I arrived home, there the game was sitting at the table waiting for me. It has good level design, good music, and everything that makes it a real Mario game. So it may be nostalgia speaking when I place this game at A tier. This game was the first game in the Mario and Luigi series, which sadly is a dead series today. RIP Alpha Dream. This game actually takes place in Bean Bean Kingdom and not the Mushroom Kingdom. It also has a great story, but it's not the best in the series. Fun fact, back in 2017 when the remake was going to release, I ordered a game for pickup at the local store and something happened in the system, so I got the game one day early. It's not the best game in the series, but it definitely is at A tier. Now the longest story doesn't necessarily mean the best story or the most interesting story. My favorite Mario and Luigi game in the series is actually Partners in Time. In this game, aliens, called Shroobs, try to take over the Mushroom Kingdom of the past, so Mario and Luigi, along with their younger counterparts, has to go to the past and save the Mushroom Kingdom and get rid of all the aliens. Definitely A tier. Paper Mario Sticker Star sucks, especially when I was one attack away from defeating the final boss, but I had no stickers left. D tier. Color Splash sucks less than Sticker Star. It uses paint instead of stickers that prevent you from finishing a game. D tier. Origami King sucks less than Color Splash, that sucks less than Sticker Star, but it still has a stupid battle ring. Good music, D tier. This game, F tier. Phew, sorry about that everyone. We're done with the worst Mario games now, so let's continue the list. The Dream Team is an okay in the Mario and Luigi series. It's definitely not my favorite. I actually have to say it's my least favorite in the series. In this game you go into Luigi's dreams and explore his dream world. But the thing about this game, the story drags a bit. It's about 40 hours, which is way too long. We'll place this one at B tier. This game could have definitely been more interesting than what it actually ended up being. The story is still better than Dream Team, and it's about how Paper Mario's world is combined along with the regular Mushroom Kingdom. A huge drawback with this game is that you get pretty sick of paper toads after playing it, but the papercraft battles are pretty cool. We'll place it at B tier over Dream Team. Unpopular opinion, Luigi's Mansion 2 is actually my favorite in the series. This is because of the mission system, which brings replay value to the game. You also get to explore multiple different mansions. A solid B tier. After 11 years since the release of this game, I still play it from time to time. It's not as good as the DS or Wii versions, but it's still at B tier. I have no idea why, but this game is my least favorite in the series. It looks gorgeous, it has a lot of unique floors, and Luigi's personality shines through. It shouldn't be like this, but I actually had to take a break from the game before beating the final boss because I was just very tired of it. I'll still place it at B though. Now my fellow game enjoyers. This was actually the first Mario game I played, and the first game I played period. Bless my sister for wanting a Nintendo DS and New Super Mario Bros. For it for Christmas. Let's just say I adopted the DS and the game, and I can't say how many hours I have in the game. It also helps its case that it has a banger soundtrack, a fun multiplayer which me and my friends always played back in elementary school, and creative bosses. This game was my childhood. First S tier baby! Now the actual sequel to New Super Mario Bros. Is also a fantastic game. Me and my friends also have plenty of hours in this game, because in this game you actually can play the main levels together. It also has minigames. New Super Mario Bros. Wii has creative level designs, it brought back Yoshi, and it brought back the Koopa Links, which was pretty cool. This game is definitely at A tier. Super Mario Sunshine has very sharp movement, but it's still a quality game, and makes it fun to move around. The story is also one of the more interesting stories in Mario games. It's about Mario, Peach and their friends going on vacation, but Mario is being framed for making Isle Delfino dirty. So Mario has to clean up the island. Flood is also a welcome addition. You can use it as a jetpack and a water gun. A tier. As mentioned in the previous video, I was super excited about this game, and it did not disappoint. This game has fantastic level design, unique bosses, and it brought the double cherry. The Switch version even has a great online multiplayer which actually works. I think it's partially nostalgia that keeps Super Mario 3D Land above this game. Yet another A tier. Super Mario 64 was many gamers' first ticket into 3D gaming. It was technically my first too, but not this version. Regardless, this version is still one of my favorite Mario games of all time. It was this game that brought us the classic Bob-omb Battlefield music, Peach's Castle, and much more music. To be one of Nintendo's first 3D games, they really nailed this one. We now have our second S tier. It was this version of Super Mario 64 that was my first 3D gaming experience. Here we can play as Mario, Luigi, Wario and Yoshi. I don't know why, but I still prefer the Nintendo 64 version. Maybe it's because Mario can do all the abilities by himself, or just the charm of the game. This is at least a top of C tier. Now, I must be honest and say this is one of the most boring Mario games. That could be because it's a reskin of another game. You can play the game as different characters, and it's still better than those damn stickers. D tier. Super Mario Bros. 3 is actually my favorite out of the old 2D Mario games. It brought my favorite power-up, Tanuki Mario, and many other power-ups like Frog Mario. It was also one of the first Mario games that brought the world map. This game is a bop, so we'll place it at B. Super Mario World was the first game that brought us Yoshi. It also has the perfect difficulty level. It's not too hard and not too easy. The art style too is another classic and is instantly recognizable. The cape power-up was also pretty cool, but it was left behind in this game. B tier. Super Mario Bros. Saved the US gaming market after the video game crash of 1983. It still holds up to this day and is still popular among the speedrunning community. Though I enjoy the game, there are better alternatives out there that are more fun to play. Super Paper Mario is the best game out of the ones that I've played and can rank. The story is great and the characters are great, and it's unique in that way that you play in both the 3D and 2D style. This makes the game more interesting because you always have to keep in mind that there could be something hiding in 3D. We'll place this at C tier. Super Mario Galaxy alongside New Super Mario Bros. DS was my childhood. Just imagine the Wii system and Super Mario Galaxy waiting for you under the Christmas tree. You unwrap the presents and set up the Wii at once, and then get stuck on the title screen because your stupid kid mind doesn't know where the B button is. Ah, great memories. Everything in this game is a masterpiece. The music, an actual story, lore, a wonderful hub world, and many different galaxies to explore. This is my favorite game of all time, and definitely an S. This game is also truly a masterpiece. With a wonderful soundtrack, remarkable world designs, and incredible movement, which gets even better with Cappy, it's almost impossible to be better than this game. It's also much to do like Luigi's balloon minigame, collecting all of Mario's outfits, decking out the Odyssey, or collect all of the 999 moons spread across the worlds. Like I just said, it's truly a masterpiece. This was the last video of Mario Month this year, but do look forward to future content on this channel. Let's all look forward to tomorrow, when Super Mario Bros. Wonder finally releases. If you like this video, consider hitting the like button, and if you'd like more content like this, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Decking out the